Hey, this is Mike here. If your computer is freezing constantly, then I'm going to go through a few things to help you identify what it could be. Generally, if it's freezing a lot, it's usually an overload in RAM. You may have an older computer and it doesn't have enough RAM so that you've got multiple applications open at the same time. You might have an application that uses a lot of memory, and that will cause your machine to freeze. It could also be CPU. Your CPU isn't fast enough to handle what you're doing. But a few software things you can try. If you go to the Start menu, click the Run button, and that'll bring up this dialog box. You can type in there msconfig. That's msconfig. And this will bring up the system configuration utility. If you go to the last tab and the startup tab, this shows you everything that is loading when Windows loads, and these will be applications that will sit in your taskbar or run in the background. You can also see services there as well, and these are different things these are services that run in the background when Windows is running. Another thing you can do is press Control Alt Delete, and that will bring up the Windows Task Manager. And this will show you, if you click the Performance tab, it shows you a graph of your CPU usage and page file usage. Now, if these values are really high, up around the 90% or even 100%, then you've got something open that is hogging all your memory and it's causing your computer to run in turbo mode, whatever. So check that out. You can click the Processes tab, and this will see everything you've got open right at this point. And if you've got something in there you're not sure of what it is, and these memory usage field is really high, then that could be something to look into. That particular application could be causing your computer to freeze. Aside from that, another thing I do is use a program called RegCure, and this scans your registry and deletes invalid entries, basically cleans out your system. Another thing I like with it is it's got this Manage Startup tab. So this shows you everything that msconfig showed, but you can actually remove it from the registry using this software. And the only way to do that manually is to go into the registry editor in Windows. And if you start deleting things out of there and you're not 100% sure what you're doing, then you could delete something that will completely stuff your machine. You won't be able to start it at all. So this is a good little shortcut way to delete things that start up automatically with Windows. And if you click the Scan tab, you can just do a scan on your machine and it will pick up invalid registry entries, things that shouldn't be there.